Making our headlines this Monday, September 1st, the NRA confirms an open date for a new mini roundabout in Savannah. The Postal Service provides an update on U.S. tariffs, and volleyballer Anya Della Penna becomes president of the City St. George University Committee in London, England. Good evening and welcome to CIGtv News, the official source for the latest and most accurate government information. I'm Kafara Augustin. In our top story for the day, the National Roads Authority has announced that the new East-West Agricola Road in Savannah will be open to the public from the 4th of September 2025. Found at the junction of Hearst Road and the Rex Crichton Boulevard, a new mini roundabout has been installed to help with improved connectivity and support the long-term development of the Eastern Districts. The NRA has kindly reminded drivers to yield to vehicles already in the roundabout, giving way to the right, as well as traveling in a clockwise direction around the central island and signaling appropriately when exiting. In the days before its official opening, the surface is temporary with construction work continuing. Motorists are therefore urged to exercise caution, drive at the posted speed limit of 25 miles per hour, and be alert to the presence of large trucks and heavy equipment found operating along the route. The National Roads Authority thanks the public for their patience and cooperation as work comes to a close on the project. Following on from the news last week that the United States has eliminated its $800 duty-free threshold for postal shipments, impacting residents and business shipping to the U.S., the Cayman Islands Postal Service has provided an update on the new changes.
Hello, Cayman. We're from the Cayman Islands Postal Service. I am Postmaster General Sheena Glasgow and my colleague
Melissa Martinez-Seabanks, Deputy Postmaster General.
The last week of August was chaos within the international postal industry. Most countries, like Cayman, found themselves scrambling to try to comply with the executive order that President Trump issued, which came into effect on the 29th of August. It, in effect, removed the $800 de minimis, otherwise known as a duty-free cap, on goods going into the United States from every country, including Cayman. This has meant that the Postal Service has had to rethink and re-engineer a lot of our processes. And we also had a training session for staff last Friday.
One of the things that we opted to do was to suspend all mail, including ordinary letter mail. And that just gave us a clear-cut point. Many countries did not do that. We do not have the flexibility to hide disruptions in our domestic system by long delays in moving mail. Other countries do. For us, we opted to be transparent and say that we would not be dispatching mail on Friday, and we suspended it then on Thursday.
However, this week, we aim to partially restore our mail dispatches into the United States. This week is primarily focused on getting documents back into the United States, and it needs to be documents that do not have any merchandise in it at all. So letters, cards, postcards, EMS items containing documents only. Those are the items that we're focused on this week. And in the coming week, next week or the next 2 weeks, we will turn our attention to getting merchandise, otherwise known as goods to some of us, back into the United States from Cayman.
It has been disruptive for pretty much every postal administration in the world, but one of the things that we'd like to assure Cayman is that the Cayman Islands Postal Service is ready to respond to this change. We have the operational flexibility to implement the changes that we have identified as being necessary, and in the coming weeks our customers will hear more about how we will be meeting these new requirements into the U.S. while facilitating the export of items out of Cayman.
When we are able to resume sending merchandise and goods back into the United States, one of the things that is going to be of critical importance is honesty and integrity in declaring the goods. We will need full transparency on listing the items in each package, the value of the items, the country of origin of the items and ensuring that we're not sending anything that is deemed prohibited in those items. We anticipate that the U.S. Customs is really going to increase their level of scrutiny and inspection of all goods coming into the United States in the next coming weeks and months. So please do yourself a favor and do us a favor and be honest when you are declaring the items that you're sending into the United States.
One of the things that we have been told where there will be a lot more scrutiny will be on items declared as gifts. Many of our customers choose to send gifts through the Postal Service, and those will still continue to go. The literature being published indicates that gifts under a value of 100 US are still duty-free. The challenge comes in that the definition of what constitutes a gift is very narrow, and most of the items that our customers would consider as gifts actually do not qualify as gifts in the US market. So we are preparing information for our customers. Our team is there to respond. So if you have questions right now, we would encourage you to contact us at CIPSexports with an S at gov.ky, and our team will respond and provide more detailed information to your specific scenarios. So for those customers who regularly send items with us, particularly small companies, small businesses, we encourage you to sign a known shipper agreement. The known shipper agreement provides some additional benefits, and our team will work with you through that, but it will make this process much better and probably quite seamless.
Until we get the process smoothly running again, please have some patience with us. However, these changes only affect mail and goods going into the United States. Mail and goods going to other countries around the world are not affected, so whatever processes we had in place before last week continue to be in place, and we will continue to handle those items on our customers' behalf. To wrap up, the Postal Service and the Ministry of District Administration are working tirelessly to keep the public updated and informed as soon as we get information that we can pass on to you. However, if you want more information,
for general inquiries, please reach us by email at mdaha.info@gov.ky. If you have specific questions, for example, what constitutes a document, what is considered goods, then we encourage you to reach our export team at CIPSexports@gov.ky.
Now for today's sports news. After falling in love with volleyball from the age of 13, Caymanian Anya Della Penna has now been named as the president of the City St. George's University Volleyball Club Committee in London, England. As president and women's co-captain for the 2025-2026 season, the role will see the now 20-year-old manage the club's full program alongside working on overall strategies to day-to-day operations. Della Penna will also help with organizing training sessions, managing recruitment, and maintaining a friendly atmosphere for all athletes, all of which she's excited about and proud to represent Cayman abroad. Della Penna spoke to CIGtv regarding the difference between the sport in Cayman and London.
So Cayman is by design a beach first nation with world-class conditions, meaning the sand, the sun, the weather conditions. And the Cayman Islands Volleyball Federation's development program is the strongest it has ever been. We're consistently competing and winning among some of the top teams in the Caribbean as we speak. Now, London, by contrast, is built around an indoor-centric model shaped by its population size, long cold winters, and decades of institutional investment. So it's not fair to do a one-on-one comparison. However, there's still a lot we can take from this. I think the biggest gains are structural, especially the emphasis on pairing technical coaching and training with consistent strength and conditioning programs. So the key now is to align with it and make physical preparation a more embedded habit within our community. If we continue to align and layer those elements alongside the momentum that CIVF is already on and has already built, we'll be able to keep raising our ceilings and developing the next generation of Caymanian indoor and beach volleyball athletes.
Alongside studying accounting and finance, Della Pena will remain part of the Cayman Islands beach volleyball national team, where she will continue to be available for selection. And now for a look at the weather. A tropical wave southwest of our area brought isolated showers today, though these are expected to decrease as Saharan dust moves in. Current radar shows scattered showers moving westward across the region. Tonight, we can expect partly cloudy and slightly hazy conditions with a 30% chance of showers throughout the night. Expect east to southeast winds at 10 to 15 knots with moderate seas and wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. Come tomorrow, we will then see partly cloudy and hazy skies with a 30% chance of showers, while temperatures will reach the upper 80s. For local weather updates, be sure to visit the Cayman Islands National Weather Service website, that's weather.gov.ky, and follow their Facebook page for the most reliable coverage. If you're watching us on the CIG YouTube channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed with the facts straight from the source. That's all for today's news brief. I'm Kafara Augustin. Have a lovely evening.